Bangladesh has voted, and the political earthquake in Dhaka could send ripples straight into West Bengal and Assam. The Bangladesh Nationalist Party, led by Tariq Rahman, has stormed back to power with a landslide two-thirds majority. After nearly 2 decades out of office, the BNP is set to form the next government, dramatically reshaping Bangladesh's political landscape. But the bigger question for India is this: what changes now? Bangladesh shares its longest border, nearly 4,000 kilometers, with India. For West Bengal and Assam, developments in Dhaka are never just foreign policy issues. They are election issues. In recent months, infiltration, minority attacks, and border security have dominated political debates in Bengal. In Assam, Chief Minister Hemanta Biswa Sharma has intensified deportation drives, keeping the immigration narrative alive. Now, with Jamaat-e-Islami suffering a heavy defeat and a comparatively moderate BNP returning to power, the political tone could shift. If stability returns to Bangladesh, will the pitch of religious polarization in Bengal politics soften? Security cooperation is another key factor. During Sheikh Hasina's tenure, India and Bangladesh worked closely on counter-terror operations and intelligence sharing. New Delhi will want continuity, especially in tackling smuggling networks and cross-border extremism. Trade and connectivity also matter. Bangladesh is central to India's Act East policy and serves as a vital transit route to the northeast. A stable Dhaka could ease movement, accelerate stalled projects, and reduce pressure on the Siliguri corridor. For India, especially border states, this election is more than just a change of government. It could influence campaign rhetoric, border politics, and regional security calculations. As Tariq Rahman prepares to take charge, cautious optimism is in the air. The real test begins now, not just for Dhaka, but for Delhi, Kolkata, and Assam too. With Shaurik Shah, Bureau Report, India Today Global.